Let's talk about the refineries that are being blown up, or explosions, if you want to call it that. But anyways, here's my love, the cosmic truth, pointing out those explosions. And hang on, because I'm going to break it down for you, and you're going to see what's really going on. Take a look.
Oh man, here we go again, y'all. Another huge explosion just went down in Texas, specifically Arthur, Texas, which is about 90 miles east of Houston, just went into flames. They are reporting that no one was hurt by this incident, so they say. But you are aware that this is the biggest oil refinery in Texas, right? A few weeks ago, there was a similar explosion in La Puerta, Texas, and now this. They attacked all the food processing plants, and they went after our fertilizer, and now what's left is our oil. We all know that in war, oil is the greatest weapon, and as we can see, it's being used against us all.
Breaking news out of Port Arthur, Texas, where a massive explosion has rocked the Valero refinery. Intense flames and thick black smoke are visible for miles after the blast, which witnesses say shook the ground. Authorities have issued an immediate shelter-in-place order for nearby residents as emergency crews battle the inferno. Stay tuned for updates on this developing situation.
What better way to artificially crank up the gas price and make every American suffer than to make this happen right here, right now? It's like these fuckers have a list and they're just executing every goal, one after the other. And here we are. What do y'all think, man? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Follow for more.
Something ain't right.
Was the massive explosion in Texas an act of war? If
Iran bombs Texas oil refinery. A Valero oil refinery in Texas has exploded. Could this be retaliation from Iran?
This is the part where I'm going to break it down for you. Pay attention. Read in between the lines.
All of this, chemicals. Potentially sulfur dioxide, benzene, volatile particulate matter, soot. And one of those chemicals is classified as a cancer causing by the EPA. And they're saying that the cause of this was identified as an industrial heater unit as the likely cause of the explosion. But let's talk about this a little bit more because people are saying that coincidence. Could it be drone strikes? So this is what happened in Louisiana that a lot of people are not talking about. Watch.
Tonight, law enforcement officials are warning of a significant threat to public safety and national security after swarms of high-tech drones invaded the airspace over one of the nation's most strategic military installations for nearly a week. A confidential briefing document reviewed by ABC News said earlier this month, multiple waves of 12 to 15 drones flew for hours at a time over sensitive areas of Barksdale Air Force Base near Shreveport, Louisiana, home of B-52 bombers and the Air Force's nuclear command.
And the Air Force was not able to do anything to stop them. Sophistication we see in both how the drones were employed and the kinds of drones don't point to some hobbyist. They point to a state actor.
Barksdale Air Force Base confirmed to ABC News it is investigating multiple unauthorized drones operating in our airspace during the week of March 9th, not long after the start of the war with Iran.
So what really caused the explosion? Good question. Take a look.
Look at the flares. Look at the flare.
You saw what was going on in the smoke? It was intentional, huh? Now, just to give you a little breakdown about Valero's refinery, it is a branded company that's called Valero Energy Corporations, and they're owned by the company itself. Valero is a publicly traded corporation, a Fortune 500 energy company headquarters in San Antonio, Texas, which are owned through Valero and its subsidiaries of large investment firm, institutional investors, and individual investors who buy stock. Valero operates about 15 refineries in the U.S., Canada, and the U.K., making it one of the world's largest independent petroleum refineries in the world. And a corporate company as Valero Corporation has thousands of investors worldwide. And guess who they are? The Vanguard Group, BlackRock, Street Corporation, Charles Schwab Investment Management, Rowe Price, Geode Capital Management, Norges Bank Investment Management, LCC Morgan Stanley Franklin, which together the top 25 shareholders own over 58% of the company. Institutional investors overall may control around 80 to 90% of shares. There are executives or directors who personally own shares. Here's 3 of them. R. Lane Riggs, Joseph R. Gorder, and Gary K. Simmons. Now, if I were you, I would look those names up. Research it. You would get a deeper meaning of what's really going on. If you want to know my opinion or my perspective on it, I just call it that Mother Earth is purging from all the malevolency. Valeros do some really bad things behind closed doors. And if you investigate that a little more, research it, you'll see why a lot of it is going down. Even though prices will go up, it might be a little struggle, but I would rather the bad people go down and struggle a little bit than not struggle at all and let the people continue doing what they do behind closed doors towards humanity. That is my perspective. That is my opinion. But comment. Let me know. What do you think about all this? Read in between the lines. If you watch the patterns, you'll know. Connect the dots and you'll see who is fighting who. It's basically gangster fighting gangster. It's all it is. And we're in the middle of it. But some of us know better not to be out in the street participating because it's none of our business. It's a purge. It's a cleansing. We are in the middle of separating the souls. You have to choose which side you're going to be on. Bottom line. That's all I can say to that. And now I'll leave you with Dr. Samuel about the war in Iran. Thank you for listening.
Iran isn't just in crisis. It's guarding one of Earth's last sealed stargates. And right now, the land known as Iran or ancient Persia is going through a revolution. But the news won't tell you the real reason why. You see, beneath the protests, the bloodshed, and the blackout lies the Abaddon Stargate, which is a very valuable piece of real estate on Mother Earth, Stargate 10. Whoever controls these important pieces of real estate controls Mother Earth. Abaddon, Iran is a pre-fall access point which has been used by fallen angelics to trap the solar masculine, suppress the divine feminine, and broadcast martyr codes across the globe through this energetic portal. But something is shifting. The people are waking up, especially the youth, and they are now activating soul memory. They're not just rebels, they're gatekeepers, they're frequency keys.